Got this new video camera and it has some extra features that I've not had on my other cameras. Today I'm reviewing a 5K camera of a brand that I've never heard of before. I'll put the name of it on the screen for you. It comes with what you see, microphone, the hood, the remote control, and I'm going to tell you what I like about it and what I don't like about it. I've been playing with the camera for about 2 months, exploring the different features that it has. It has some really cool features. It has some limitations, but I'm going to give you an honest overview of what this camera can do, and I will also show you how to operate things because the book doesn't give you enough details, information about how it works. So here's a look at the camera. Here's a 5K camera. It's a little bit bigger than my other models, and this is before you attach anything. It automatically turns on when you open it up. I like the big screen for viewing. It's a lot bigger than my other cameras. The camera can be used as a webcam, connecting to your computer. You can also connect it to your TV and play back your videos off the TV. The hood. This has 3 different parts. It'll come in. This is one part, second part, and a third part. The lines to put them together is very fine, and it took me quite a while to get this screwed onto that and this onto that. So I tried to keep the whole thing connected when I put it on. Okay, so it's on, and I have a few clips about how that works. That prevents the rays of light from peeping in on the side. Of course, if you're aiming at the sun, you're not going to have that. But yeah, it blocks it right there. Where the sun is kind of off to my right shoulder. Well, sort of diagonal from me. So you see where the sun is. And right there, it blocks it really good right there. When I take it off, you don't grab it from here and unwind it from here. Well, if it's tight, because you might separate it, see? I don't want to separate it. So I unscrew it right here. I use this. That way I can keep all 3 parts together because there's no reason that I need to have them separated anyways. They all work together. So I'll keep those 3 parts together at all times. This feature, it's useful, but you don't need it all the time. You just need it in certain lighting conditions. You can put the external microphone on facing forward, or you can put it in really just about any position you desire for it to be. This mic has a sock on it, which comes off so you can see the mic. And it does a pretty decent job of buffering loud sounds such as the wind. I have a short clip where I was outside on a windy day and I was talking. You can hear my voice just fine, and you still hear the wind, but it's a much softer sound. And I pointed the camera in different directions to see if the wind became a problem, and it was not. So this is very nice. This tree is still hanging on to its leaves. Now we got a good wind. Well, for a second there. That should be a good test. Let's see how that sounds when I put it on the computer. The average lifespan of an outdoor cat is 2 years. Now she is at least 4 years old. I really don't know how old she is because I don't know how old she was when she decided to move in with us. But this is her home. She will forever be an outside cat. A couple of times I brought her in, but she don't like to be in the house. She's always lived outside. She's got a nice thick fur coat. She prefers to live outside. So this way I get a chance to see how my voice sounds with the wind blowing in my mic on this new camera. And don't forget, you've got to plug in the mic. When you're using the mic, it's important to turn this on. If you don't turn it on, you will get a poor sound quality. On. And when you're done, turn it off so you don't run the battery down. But you can charge both the camera battery and the microphone at the same time. This is a battery to it. The light will go off when it's fully charged. And the camera comes with two. You have two of them. So I'm disappointed that if you don't use this mic, the sound quality is not good. So I almost always keep my mic on the camera because I know that I get good sound and really good sound with that mic. But if I forget to turn it on, and so many times I've recorded something and I forgot to turn it on, I got to get used to plugging it in, turning it on. But you can't close the door when that is on. So you have to take this off to close the door. But anyways, even if the door is left open, I have it set so that if it's left on for more than 3 minutes, it will turn off automatically. So you can set that for 1 minute, 3 minutes, or 5 minutes. But I do like the mic. And the quality of the sound is good. And it picks up a lot, even from a great distance. You do have different settings on here, and I've got to play with them. Maybe one time I had something that was way too loud. I'm not sure what the numbers are on the left. I need to look at that more. But you do have different options with the sound, and I need to play with those to learn more about it. It also has a little handle. That's useful when you use a stabilizer. This little handle is not always needed, but there are some times where it can be useful, like if you have to, like I want to follow my cats around or follow my chickens around and get down a little lower to where they are to get the sound of the chickens so that I can bend over and I can hold it much lower. My favorite feature of all on this camera, well, there's two. One is that it has a built-in stabilizer. So if I'm going like this and I'm navigating through, it's going to give me a very smooth picture without a shakiness or a wobbliness. So I love the built-in stabilizer. Well, peekaboo, I see you. She takes off running. That's the best feature on this. And that's where this handle can be useful when you're trying to, do sort of a drive-by and you're navigating through something that can be really useful. Having that handle. I don't use this a whole lot, but it's useful for certain situations. And the night vision. The night vision is really cool. night vision. Of course, I probably won't use it a lot, but there are some times when it can be really useful to have that feature, to be able to see in the dark. And a color, if I just press the OK button right here in the middle, it'll turn to night vision. So you see that everything's kind of grayscale. That's how you switch. And when you switch back to color, you press the OK button and it goes back to color. It's that easy. I am recording in night vision. I'm going to see how this looks. It looks good on screen. Now it's not totally dark in here. I need to make it darker. Let's turn off this light. How do the cats look? Oh, I could see the cats even better in the... Oh, and their eyes glow. That's cool. Cat's eyes glow. Yeah. How will it do in very dark environments? How about if I go into this dark room? Can you see? Wow. You can see better in this mode than you can with your own eyes. Well, that's pretty cool. Let's see. Let's find an even darker place. Let's turn off the lights in here. Oh, wow. We can actually see. And let's go into the closet. Closets are very dark places. Wow. I cannot believe you can actually see everything in night vision. Well, that's a cool feature. I like it. Okay, I'm going to test out this camera. My cottage that I'm in the process of building is shrouded by a huge tarp, and it's very dark inside, so I wanted to try out the night vision to see how well I can see underneath in the darkness. Okay, I have two cameras recording. I'm holding them both with one hand. See? There's a shadow of me holding the two cameras. So you can see the difference, light and dark. Now there's a little bit of light coming in here because of the space of the tarp. So it's not totally dark. But inside, it is very dark. I can see so much better with the night vision than I can. I'm walking slow because I can't really see that great. But this is my crafting cottage. It's a back window. And I have some tarps on the floor here and some miscellaneous stuff. And the miter saw is still in here. I don't have power to it yet. You can see there's light that way, but this is really dark. So the night vision really enables you to see in the dark really well. So that's cool. It's very easy to switch back and forth from night vision to regular. Now I'm going to press the OK button, and this is what it looks like regular. So you can see there's color. But if I press OK again, it goes to night vision. It's that easy to switch back and forth. The OK button on the camera itself. Regular, night vision. Very easy to switch. Let me show you how to switch modes. I can press the menu button here, and if I press the camera icon there, this is just regular shooting. Let's go back. This is, I believe, slow mode. Yeah, slow motion. And the next button, it doesn't even tell you what it is until you go back. That's loop recording, which I have not done. And then stop motion, time-lapse video right there. When recording in time-lapse, you don't record any sound. What it's doing is actually taking a photo every few seconds. Subject of a future video. Okay, so that's how you can select your video mode operation. And we can use the up, and this is up and this is down. So if I press this button, you can see that it goes down. That's ISO. Exposure, I have the exposure on 00. For some reason, I'm going to show you that. I click OK. For some reason, it wants to default to -2 and the images are dark. When I turn the camera off and on, sometimes it'll stay here. Now this time it stayed on where I like it, 00. I suppose if you're in a really bright environment, you might need to darken it. Or if you're in a darker environment, you need to brighten it. But you have the ability to change the exposure, which none of my other cameras had that ability. I have 2 other video cameras, an older one, a Panasonic one, and it records good picture. I feel like it's a little dark for some reason. The nice thing I like about this camera is I can adjust the lighting, the exposure, so if it's too dark I can lighten her. And this is if you want to take a photo. And this is a timed photo and multiple shots. This is all for photos. That's all for videos. You can take photos with the camera. There's a little button on top you press for taking photos, and you can set the resolution for quality photos that you want in the menu. It can take instant photos, or you can set a timer to delay your photos. So that way if you need to set something up, set the camera on a tripod and stage your picture and set it at a timer. You can do a continuous photo mode, 3, 5, 10 photos per second, according to your whatever settings that you choose. It can also have a time delay mode. So you press the button and you can choose 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, or up to a whole minute before it will snap the shot. The camera can also be connected to your Wi-Fi. I haven't done that. I usually don't. Some of my other cameras do, but I never like to have my camera connected to the Wi-Fi. That's if you want to, record something live direct to the internet. The camera does not come with a carrying case for the camera, just a little bag to put some of the accessories in, which I think it's the size for the folding handle. How to playback. Right here. And then you can choose whichever file you want to play back. Just slide your finger and it goes to the various things that you've recorded. I like that I can see a big image rather than tiny little thumbnails, which are hard to see. This is nice. Like if I want to watch this, then I press a little arrow. Okay, pause. Menu to go back to ready to shoot. Actions for deleting. If you want to delete some photos, press the menu key in playback mode to enter the file deletion operation, and you can delete everything, delete something you want. And that's it. That's all that tells you. It doesn't really explain it very well. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, obviously we need to turn it on. All right. Alright, I'm looking at the last thing. Here is how to delete. So I can delete, click OK, and you have the option of choosing just delete that one or delete all. So I'm going to click OK, and then it will say delete this file, yes or no. It's on no, so I move it up, yes, OK. Alright, delete this file. It's on yes, so I'll choose OK. And it will just keep doing that. And these I know that I've already uploaded, so I don't need them. Okay, that one I have not uploaded because that's a project that I'm doing, so I'll choose no. Okay, so I just deleted only the footage that I wanted to delete. Back to menu. So that's how you delete footage from your camera. The book does not clearly explain how to do that. Down, quality, and this is where you can choose the resolution. Press OK. You can have super fine, which is what it's at right now, or fine, or normal. I usually like super fine, so we'll keep it there. Date stamp if you want. You can choose to have the date on your video footage. I typically don't like to do that. There's only rare times that I wanted it on, so I usually keep that off. One thing I don't like is this thing right here can be an annoyance. I try to like tuck it right here so it's not flapping and making a noise. It holds it a little bit. It's not the best solution, but that kind of keeps it from dangling and making a lot of noise. So those are my favorite features. The stabilizer, I like the microphone if I remember to turn it on, and the night vision, and I would use this when I'm using the stabilizer sometimes. Oh, one thing I'm disappointed with the zoom capability is I don't think it can zoom as far as my other cameras. So from things that are far away, I can't get as close to it. It says it's 16 times zoom, powerful zoom, but I don't know. I don't see that it has the same zoom capability from zooming into something that's a great distance from you and seeing how close you can get. I don't think it gets as close as my other camera. The zoom feature, it moves too fast. Yeah, that's too fast. I can't get it to go slow. It's hard to do it. So I'll have to edit that. When I want to zoom in or zoom out, I have to adjust the speed when I'm editing because I don't like how, shoot, can't seem to get it to be slow and smooth. Yeah, I don't like it. So that feature is not that great. But I do like a lot of the other features of this camera. And I can't seem to zoom in like super close. My other camera, I think I can zoom in a lot closer than I can with this camera. So there's differences in each camera. I have 3 video cameras. The older one doesn't have the greatest sound quality, but it takes good pictures. The second one has good sound quality and great pictures, and I have good control with the zoom feature. This one has the best sound quality with the SOC mic, and it has night vision, which is really cool, and it has excellent quality image, but I don't like the zoom feature. It's too hard to control, to do it smooth. I would like it to go very slow and gentle, but I'm having a hard time getting that to work good. So that's one flaw with this camera. So every camera seems to be different. So So I will continue to use all my cameras, or both the two cameras that I favor the most, because there are some functions that I like better on the other camera. There are functions on this camera that I like better than my previous camera. But the sound quality is good on the other camera even without a special mic. But if I'm going to record on a windy day, I will definitely grab this camera. If I want to do something where I need to use a little grip and stabilizing is important, then I will use this camera. But my other camera is still working very, very well, and I'll probably use both of them. Overall, I think it's a pretty good camera. There's a few things that could be improved on it, a few things I don't like about it, but overall, I really like it.